All right, so hi everybody, welcome to the webinar. We're all so excited to have you here. Thank you for joining. Please feel free to leave any questions that you have in the chat box below down there. We'll try to get to your questions at the end if time permits, but if we don't get to your question, we will definitely email you and answer your question personally. We'll also email you a recording of this webinar as well, just in case, if you'd like to review it or look back on it, you can do so. So we will jump right into it. Let's go. Awesome. So my name is Parsa Hemati. I am a payment specialist here. I've been with the company for about a year now, and my responsibility here is really just to help firms in terms of billing and online payments. I simply put, I help firms get paid faster. So I'm excited to go over some tips to help get your firm get paid faster and to just streamline billing for your clients. As we're kicking off 2023, we here at PracticePanther, we're actually going to roll out a series of these webinars where we're going to talk about some of the new features we've been creating here at PracticePanther and things that we've been doing to enhance PantherPayments as a whole and as a product. Awesome. So today's discussion, we're going to have an introduction to OneLink and what the OneLink is. We're also going to talk about setting up the OneLink and how you could create one yourself, and specific use cases on how firms are utilizing the OneLink. Awesome. So for those of you that are newer and are not really familiar with PracticePanther, so PracticePanther is our all-in-one law management software that we've built out. So it helps law firms automate their practices to get more done in a less period of time. And we really just want you to be able to manage complex and fast-moving cases without having any sort of delays. We build all of our features natively and in-house. So that means that your clients will have a very seamless experience and you can manage your tasks and workflows and your contacts and your matters all with our reporting and access the built-in payments and e-signature that we have. So it's super essential to have a tech stack that works for your firm and everyone on your team. This not only allows you to get things done more efficiently, but it also keeps clients in the loop, which ultimately makes it easier for them to work with you. Awesome. So let's dive a little bit into the OneLink and what this really is. So getting paid can sometimes be difficult, right? It's confusing sometimes for both you and your clients. And with PantherPayments, we want this process to be as easy as possible for everyone that's involved. The OneLink feature is a hyperlink that you can customize individually for your clients and place this on a variety of different channels. So instead of creating an invoice or a retainer request every single time, you have this option to use. So it's not only customizable to fit your firm's unique payment needs, but it's incredibly helpful if you don't want to, again, create that repetitive invoice every single time or that retainer request every time that you're trying to collect a simple payment. Going off of what I was saying on that previous slide, so the OneLink feature allows your firm to place pre-built payment links in different communication channels of your business. So you can either place this link within existing features on your PracticePanther account, such as on your intake forms, or sending them through text message, or adding them to your document templates, or you can use them in tandem inside or outside of your PracticePanther account. For example, you can embed it on your website or your email signature. So for your prospective clients can go and click on and make that payment for you. So the OneLink, again, was really built and created to work in conjunction with your PracticePanther account, and it will eliminate the need for you to have to manually enter contact information or payment data for your online transactions. So let's talk a little bit about setting up a OneLink, right? So I'll show you a very quick demonstration and I'll walk you through how to create a OneLink so you could utilize it. So once PantherPayments is enabled, you can then go into your settings, you scroll down under invoices and payments, and then you click on the OneLink option there. Over there, you will see that we've already built out a couple pre-built ones for you to get started. But if you'd like to create a new one from scratch, you simply click new, create new OneLink template. You start off by naming the template first, and that's preferably something that will serve the purpose of the template. And then you assign the task to who's working the OneLink, or who's going to be responsible for that payment and handling it. Then under the payment information, you will be choosing the bank account where the money gets deposited into. So whether you can have this payment go into your trust account or your operating account, that's where you will select it. And then you could select either a preset amount, which means this is the exact amount that the client must pay in order for the payment to go through, or you could click a blank amount for the client to pay freely what they wish. And then you have some optional fields, as you can see. You can add some personal messages, perhaps thank you for your business if they're a client, and any other message that you would like to add to fit your company's brand, your firm's brand. You could do so in the optional field section. And then once you are happy with the settings that you have built out, you simply click save. And then this will be right next to all the other OneLinks that you have created. And then it's as simple as clicking the green copy button, and the link is then copied to your clipboard, and it is ready and easily accessible to be placed in a variety of different channels. So as you can see, overall, this is a really easy and smooth process in creating a OneLink and sending this out. But now we could also talk about what your client sees on their end, because that's also as easily as important. Awesome. So once your client has clicked the link, they'll be directed to a page similar to this, where they fill out their basic information as shown below and click Pay Now. Please note that the recipient of this link does not need to be a contact in your PracticePanther already. It will automatically actually create a contact for you, and you don't have to go in and manually enter it yourself. And it will only do this once they submit the payment. So again, it's super easy and just smooths the process a lot more. Awesome. So as I showed you, creating a OneLink, of course, is simple, but we can talk a little bit more about how firms are utilizing the OneLink feature, just so you can get a better sense of how you could even utilize it. Since you have the ability to create multiple OneLink templates, law firms that I speak to sometimes segment their customer base and create specific OneLinks for different scenarios or different customers. So a common OneLink we see, as I mentioned, is for a consultation payment or their trust request payments. So have you been in an instance where your consultation fees are always the same flat rate? Or maybe a certain group of customers you charge one fee, and then another group of customers you charge another fee. So maybe you want to even put these payments into an operating account and others that you want to put into a trust account. So creating a OneLink for consultation fees and trust requests, you could easily do that in the OneLink and have those payments go into those respective accounts. Again, you copy and paste the link and you send it out to your clients, and it's a very easy and quick process. So aside from this, I sometimes also hear firms making OneLinks for individual sales reps to track income, or various different office locations if they have them, if that applies to you. And this is a really cool way to use the OneLink as well if you're a larger firm and you have a OneLink built out for your, again, sales reps, where you could keep track of the income that rep is bringing, or the money that rep is bringing. And the same idea goes with, if you have multiple offices, you can keep track of what type of revenue or how much revenue each office is bringing by separating those. Can we get the next slide? Perfect. Awesome. So lastly, you can also use this for, as I was mentioning, prospective clients versus existing clients in different case types. So you have that customization option when you build out your OneLink, so you can make multiple templates to fit the various circumstances that you may find. Since you could personalize a message with each link, we recommend having a link for new clients and one for existing clients, and the custom message for the new clients could be something like what to expect or what are the next steps, while existing clients can see a message sometimes like thank you for your continued business with the firm. You could send a OneLink to new clients who do not have their information on your PracticePanther account, and when your client makes the payment, again, it's fully automated, so that payment will go and sync back into their contact as soon as they make their payment, and you can immediately start working on their case. Awesome. So now you might be wondering, okay, how do I get this link to my client? So as I briefly mentioned, it's easy to email to your client, but you can actually also text this link as well. So if it's easier for you and your client to, if they prefer a text message, you could choose to go with this option. So again, sticking with the theme of, all-in-one solution, we also have our natively built texting feature that you could also use again as well. You could chat instantly with your clients using a unique phone number, and it's also built in right into our software, which means no third-party subscriptions or no long-term phone plans are required. You could request a payment through text via this OneLink, and again, this speeds up the collection process dramatically if it's something that your client prefers. And you can also track the time spent in conversation as well. So if you'd like to bill them, you could see exactly the time stamps as well right there. Another channel that you could actually place this OneLink in is in your email signature. And again, this is because you want to have every chance possible to capture a new potential client and make it as easy as possible for your existing clients to refill their retainer with you. Another most commonly used strategy that I see firms use is put it on their website. So your clients, again, they want to pay you. This is a fact, and they must pay you. And it's just maybe that their inboxes are full or your invoice got lost in the shuffle. But by having a Pay Now button on your website, you could easily refer them to your website, and you could tell them to make the payment there and capture that payment once they do so. So, this is also for potential customers when they're browsing your website late at night, and they're trying to do research on you. You can have a retain us or a schedule a consultation button as well on your website. Because it is a line of HTML code that gets created, you could easily send this link to the person who manages your website, and they can easily create this link for you and add it in, or rather just add the link to your website. It's a very simple process. Great. So we talked a little bit about using the OneLink in tandem with existing PracticePanther features. So what is really important to note about the OneLink is the fact that it was designed to be possible this way. So for example, adding it to your intake forms is something you could definitely do, which in many times, this could be the first touch point of engagement between you and your client, allowing them to easily enter in credentials as well as pay you a consultation fee all in one setting. So this sets up a smooth interaction between you and your prospective customer. You could be capturing the lead, which as you know is super important and highly time sensitive. So really the main point here is that you want as little friction as possible in between obtaining the client and receiving the payment. So we really recommend that on your intake forms, information, such as name, phone number, email address, the reason for outreach, and a clear and concise payment link will be there, because that is what will make it go a long way. Awesome. And another way that you could also use the OneLink feature in tandem with the PracticePanther features is the document templates that we have. So have you ever been, one step away from retaining a client that isn't in your office, or are you about to send them a retainer agreement to sign over email? Well, make sure that somewhere in that retainer agreement, you've included a OneLink payment link, and give your clients that are new a seamless firsthand experience. You simply instruct them to click the link when they do, and you'll be able to get their payment as soon as possible and as soon as they get their signed document back to you as well. And you could automate this document creation as well using PracticePanther's document templates that we have in our settings that you could save and use and mess around with and add the OneLink to. Awesome. So I did want to mention that we are doing a cashback promo for firms that are, that submit an application by Monday, January 23rd. They'll be eligible to get a $500 cashback bonus that will be applied to their account. And the way the cashback works is once you accumulate $500 worth of transaction fees, we deposit this right back into your operating account. Great, so we're kind of wrapping up here overall. This is just, again, one way that you can automate payments going into your PracticePanther account. As we discussed, you can place this link in multiple different places. That makes it easier for your customers to pay you. There's really no other way to place payment links from other third-party processors in PracticePanther. Because the OneLink is powered by PracticePanther and built out by us natively, it will fully be automated and it will fully post the payment when you receive it into the contact. So you don't have to do any manual work yourself. And on top of that, it will be physically deposited into your physical bank account in 2 to 3 business days. This again will help to not only avoid not knowing which software you're using or which software your payment went into and going back and forth between multiple logins, but it also saves you and your staff that time again on manual entry. And it also eliminates, human error, in my opinion. So, if you are putting your payments in manually, sometimes the human error element can come into play and mess a payment up. So that is really the conclusion here, and that is the final note that I would like to take, that I would like for you guys to take home. And my email is posted on the screen. It's parsa@practicepanther.com. If you would like to reach out to me personally and set up a demo, or if you'd like to talk or have any other questions, I'm here to answer it. But other than that, I'm going to answer some of the questions in the chat. And once again, thank you so much for joining, and we will be emailing you this webinar as well. Okay, so is the OneLink an added cost? Okay, so no, the OneLink feature is free to activate on your PracticePanther account, and it's no added cost. Okay, let's see. Will the OneLink automatically sync back into my PracticePanther account once a payment has been made? That's a great question. So yes, because OneLink is part of our own in-house payment processor. When a payment is made, it will tie back into the corresponding contact on your account. What happens when a client doesn't exist already in my PracticePanther account, but they made a payment from the OneLink? Okay, so in this scenario, after a payment has been made, a contact will automatically get created for you if they're not in your PracticePanther account already. This information that they provide after they have completed the info, specifically the email address, is what ties the payment into the corresponding contact. Let's see. Okay, we have another one. So can any new customers click on this link and make a payment, or do they need to have a client portal account with PracticePanther? So this is a great question as well. So any new or potential clients can click this link and make a payment. They don't need to have a portal with you to make the payment. Anyone can click this link and click and pay you. What are the PantherPayments fees? So our fees are 2.9% for all cards across the board, and then 1% for ACH and e-check. Okay, looks like we're running a little bit short on time, but I will, if we didn't get to your question, we will definitely reach out to you and answer your question. And thank you so much for joining the webinar. I appreciate everyone, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.